Jochebed, a Hebrew mother, held her baby boy close. His name was Moses, and he was a precious gift. But a dark shadow hung over them. Pharaoh, the ruler of Egypt, had issued a terrible decree. All Hebrew baby boys were to be killed at birth. Pharaoh feared the growing number of Hebrews. He wanted to crush their spirit. Jochebed's heart ached. She couldn't bear the thought of losing her son. She knew she had to act fast. Her faith told her that God had a plan for Moses. She would trust in God even in this dark hour. Jochebed's husband, Amram, shared her pain and her faith. They knew they couldn't keep Moses hidden forever. They needed a plan, a way to save their precious child. They prayed for guidance, for a miracle. For 3 long months, Jochebed kept Moses hidden. She could only imagine the horrors that awaited him outside their home. Every cry, every coo sent shivers down her spine, but as Moses grew stronger, so did the risk of discovery. Jochebed's heart ached with each passing day. She knew she couldn't keep him hidden forever. The thought of separation was unbearable. But what choice did she have? One day, Jochebed had an idea. A risky plan, but one she hoped God would bless. She would weave a basket, a waterproof basket, strong enough to float on the Nile River. She would place Moses in it, trusting that God would guide his path. With trembling hands, Jochebed weaved the basket, each strand a prayer, each knot a plea for her son's safety. When it was finished, she waterproofed it with pitch and placed soft blankets inside. Her heart ached as she laid her precious baby boy inside. Carrying the basket, Jochebed made her way to the Nile. Her daughter, Miriam, walked beside her, her young eyes filled with fear and hope. They found a secluded spot among the reeds where they gently placed the basket in the water. Miriam, ever watchful, hid among the reeds, keeping a safe distance from the basket. She would be Moses' protector, her mother's eyes and ears. Jochebed, her heart heavy with sorrow, turned and walked away. Her faith was tested like never before. Section 4. By the Nile's edge, a princess's compassion. As fate would have it, Pharaoh's daughter came down to the Nile to bathe. Her handmaidens walked behind her, enjoying the cool breeze. Suddenly, the princess noticed something unusual among the reeds. A basket, bobbing gently in the water. Curious, the princess sent one of her handmaidens to fetch it. As the basket was brought closer, the princess heard a faint cry. Peeking inside, she found a baby boy, his face flushed, his eyes filled with tears. Compassion filled the princess's heart. She knew instantly that this was no ordinary child. This was a Hebrew baby, one of the very children her father had ordered to be killed, but she couldn't abandon him. She would defy her father and save this child's life. Section 5. God's Guiding Hand. A plan unfolds. Miriam, watching from afar, saw the princess's compassion. Gathering her courage, she approached the princess. "May I find you a Hebrew woman to nurse the baby?" she asked. The princess, touched by the young girl's bravery, agreed. Miriam raced back to her mother. Jochebed, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and hope, returned to the princess. "Take this child and nurse him for me," the princess said to Jochebed. "I will pay you for your services." Jochebed could hardly believe her ears. God had answered her prayers in the most unexpected way. She would raise her son right under Pharaoh's nose until the time was right for God's plan to unfold. Section 6. Timeless Lessons, Faith in Uncertain Times. Jochebed's story is a testament to the power of faith in the face of adversity. She faced an unimaginable choice, one that no parent should ever have to make. Yet she never lost hope. She trusted that God had a plan for Moses even when she couldn't see it herself. In today's world, we too face uncertainties and challenges. Jochebed's story reminds us to hold on to our faith even when times are tough. It reminds us that God works in mysterious ways, often using unexpected people and events to accomplish his purposes. Like Jochebed, we may not always understand God's plan, but we can trust in his goodness and his love. We can find strength in knowing that he is always with us, guiding our steps and working all things together for our good. Let us face our challenges with the same unwavering faith as Jochebed, knowing that even in the darkest of times, God's light can shine through.